Okay, so one of the things that nobody tells you about being an adult is there are a lot of things I have found out about being an adult, and one of the things that nobody gives you pre-warning, nobody tells you about is the fact that you cannot report to anybody about certain things that happen in your life. So growing up, I used to be this I'll tell my auntie, I'll tell my uncle, I'll tell my mommy kind of person. So you won't want to step on my toes because if you do me, I would always report. So nobody prepared me for adulthood. Nobody told me that it's not like this. So when you come, people will do you and you cannot report. So that's one of the shock is you actually even can't tell your parents because there are certain things that happened in my life and I can't come and report. There are certain times people will step on my toes and who can I tell? That's the reason why I would always encourage every single person to have a relationship with the Holy Spirit because like the Holy Spirit is the person I can literally tell about anything and everything. Like I don't I'm always reporting to him. Somebody does the slightest thing to me. Holy Spirit, oh. I would instantly run to him and I'm like, Holy Spirit, see, Holy Spirit, Holy Spirit. Like, it's just, well, back to what I was saying about how nobody told me that being an adult comes with the fact that you cannot just report to anybody. I remember the time where I was doing my internship and the place where I did my internship, I was a lady and I was doing my internship in I won't say guys company, but it was majorly men. So I started doing my internship a month before they actually brought three other interns and they were guys. So I had to like be the one to teach them what I had learned ahead of them. And then, they were always calling me senior IT, lead IT, this, that, 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 that. So I don't know, but I guess the guys felt intimidated by this. And there were times when, they would ask us to do something, and if they asked us to do something, they would tell me to tell them that we should do it. So if they said they weren't gonna do it, it is me that they will shout out. It is everything comes back to my head, and I cannot go and report and say, the boys said they're not going to do it. So it should be like rebelling them or something, but it was not funny. So I struggled with this and there was one time they asked us to wash some equipment, and the guy said no, that they were not going to do it. Oh my god, it was a really tough period for me because nobody told me that when you transit into adulthood you don't really have who you're going to report to, who you're going to say, see you, the people you asked to do this thing, they say they're not going to do this, and then the person is going to call them to order and say, why do you guys say you're not going to do this? Turn your bumper, let me flog you back in. Nobody's going to do that. So I literally did not have who to report to. I felt so miserable. Like I felt so miserable. I was thinking, I was like, God, what do I do? What do I do? You don't want to rebel the guys because we are interns and we want to always have each other's back. And then you don't want to come off as, because if you don't do what you are supposed to do, they will shout at me. So like it was so frustrating. It was so frustrating. I mean, I'm like, God, who do I report to? What do I do? It was a lot. It was a lot because being an adult, you basically don't have anybody you report to. You report to yourself. You take up responsibilities as a day, now so a day, now so a day.